Hey everybody, welcome to Sport Karate Live on Point Fighter Live. I hope everybody's having a great day. We're gonna have a great show today. We're gonna have Noah, Sansait on, Mia Shutte, and Peter Chartouni. All right, they won the Point Fighter approved events last weekend. It was great, three great events last weekend. Thanks for joining us. Give us a share, give us some power, and we're also gonna be doing the giveaway as well. We got the ASG gloves. We're gonna reveal who won them, and then the Swerve for Change, female fighters matter 2 challenge as well. Three great events: Metro United Open, Florida State Karate Championships, and Ozark Mountain Nationals. Last weekend they won. What's going on? Yeah, if you guys comment, you have any questions for anybody, just comment. I'll make sure it goes up here. Power, thanks for tuning in. Man, I've had a great week. I hope everybody's had a great week as well. We're gonna bring on the guest. We're gonna have Mia on. She's gonna be the first one, and we're gonna bring her on in a few minutes. 100,000 followers today. All right, so that's great. I've had the page for like almost 6 years. Has it been? Well, the show's been 6 years. The page about 2 or 3 or maybe more. But thanks to everybody, your support. We got a bunch of people worldwide following Power, and like I said, when I first started this page, was just to grow the sport, and the sport, I think it's thriving, not because of me, but just as it's just more organized, more more professional in general. So thanks for all your support. Let's get to the 200,000 mark soon. Let's give a shout out to the sponsors: Doris Brothers, great awards. Godfather of Sport Karate Awards, top 10 Fighters Inc. They got the face shields now for the top 10 helmets, so make sure you guys go in. I saw they have like 5 on stock, so make sure you guys go ahead and buy yours now. All right, so the ASG giveaway, we're gonna do this right now. We had about 57 people share it, right? And I just randomly drew a number, and the person that won it was Ronald Zabala. So congratulations to Ronald, you won. I'll be contacting you to get you the gloves. All right, ASG is one of the sponsors of the show, and all these sponsors are great sponsors. Make sure you guys support them. All right, so we have we also have the Swerve for Change, right? Female fighters female fighters matter 2 challenge. Rafmar Jaramillo, she won the $100. She's my student. She actually held her leg up for the longest time, the Statue of Liberty kick. So all her stuff came in. The other day she got her $100 and a gift bag. There's even more stuff coming. So it's a great movement. Female fighters matter 2 challenge and Swerve for Change. Maggie Messina, she's doing a great job, getting the women out there. And there's a lot that we're going to be working together a lot. There's also another challenge out there, which there was another challenge out there. The Statue of Liberty challenge was for Morgan Plowden, and then Gina Thornton did one as well. And I actually have, let's see if I can find it here. I uploaded it. All right. I actually have the winner. There was another one, the Gina Thornton one with the side kicks. How long can you hold your side kicks up for? How many side kicks can you do in a minute? And the winner is Natalie Allen. All right, so congratulations to her. You will be getting the Swerve for Change Female Fighters Matter 2 challenge gift bag and stuff will be going your way. All right, so there we go. Awesome. Now we're gonna get on with the show. We are going to bring on Mia first. Now it was a great tournament, the Murphy's tournament. They had the night show, set fights. It was awesome. She won the set fights. She also competed during the day, and let's bring her on. All right, let's not have her wait anymore. Power, thanks for joining us tonight. All right, hey Mia, what's going on?
Hey, nothing much.
Awesome. Welcome to Point Fighter Live. Hey, so you had a great weekend last weekend. at the Florida State
Thank
Karate
you.
Championships. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, so you won your set fight versus my student, and then you also competed during the day as well. What did you compete during the day, and how'd you do?
I did points fighting, continuous, and traditional forms.
Wow, that's good. That's great. Hey, so like but you do also more disciplines as well, right? Like you're into MMA, jujitsu, and all that stuff, right? Tell us more about that, like all the disciplines that you do.
Um, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for 5, 6 years. I've been doing MMA for only 3 years. Street tactics, Muay Thai boxing,
That's
archery.
great. Wow, that is great. That is awesome. Now, when did you start doing it? Because you're 13 years old, right? When did you start martial arts?
I started around um started when I was around like 5.
5 years old. Wow. So you've been doing it for a while, and you're a black belt. When was your first karate tournament? How old were you when you started competing?
How old was I?
Yeah. How old when you started competing at tournaments?
Um, I think I was 7.
Nice, nice. And you've won. You've been to a lot of tournaments. You're very experienced, and now you also are on the Velocity Fighting Systems team, right? With Murphy. When did you get on that? When did that happen?
Um, I got on that um only a week ago.
Oh wow! So just recently, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
That is great. That's great. Hey, so you've been to Naga tournaments as well, right? With jiu-jitsu, and
yeah.
how do you train in one place, or you go to different schools? Because I have a student that trains with me and he's into MMA, but he trains in a few different places. How's your training like?
I train at my one dojo.
Oh, they do it all at that one dojo. Wow, that is
Yep.
amazing. That's great. That is great. That's really good. So, um, what are some of the goals that you have in the sport? Do you want to be a UFC fighter maybe one day?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's great. Hey, so let's talk a little bit about the tournament. How do you like the event?
It was really fun. It was my first time doing something for like the setup fights.
Oh yeah, the set fights. Did you
Um,
like that? You like doing the set fights? It was pretty cool.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool
that was
too
pretty
because
fun.
you want to be in the UFC and then they're all set matches, so it gave you kind of that feel. You're in the locker room and then you come out to the music, and it was a lot of great matches that night too. That was a great team fight with the kids. That was some senior matches. It was an awesome night, and the tournament during the day was pretty cool too. I believe it's the second year Murphy does it, and the setup was great, and I think it's a tournament that's gonna grow, right? It'll be a great summer event.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Hey, so what's the next tournament that you're gonna do?
Um, I believe it's a kick one with David Scalar
Oh
at
yeah,
the end of August.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I think it's in September. The Daytona one, the state championships, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, I will be there. That's Point Fighter approved as well, and it's gonna be a great event. Hey, thanks for joining us. It's great to see you out there performing, and you're still young. I look forward to seeing you competing and having a great career. Okay,
Thank
have a
you.
good night.
You too.
All right, power baby. All right, nice. So those are some of the winners of the Florida State Karate Championships right there, Murphy Gonzalez. Now we're gonna go on to Noah Sansait. He actually has his own trading card already, the Point Fighter trading card. Two promoters have actually asked for his card, and it's pretty cool to see him there signing autographs. and doing his thing. I want to, it's great that we're interviewing him. I want to get to know him a little better. He looks like a great young man. Let's bring him on right now. All right, let's bring him on. Hey Noah, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome
Hey,
to Point Fighter Live. Everything good?
yes, sir. Thank you for having me on the show.
Awesome, man. Hey, how old are you?
I am currently 12 years old.
12 years old. Awesome. You're still on summer break?
Yes, I'm still on summer break.
Awesome. I know it's different during, in different parts of the country, school starting for some people. So, hey, how do you enjoy the event, the Metro United Open?
The event was very well run. I loved it. Loved seeing some of my friends, and it was overall just a very well run tournament by Mr. Allison and the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Had you been to it before?
Um, I've been planning to go to it on past years, but I never ended up going. So this is my first year.
Nice. And you racked it up. It looks you won it. Was it a drone that you won?
Uh, it was a hoverboard actually.
Oh, a hoverboard. Okay, okay, cool. That is awesome. That's pretty cool with the awards that he gives out, and
Yeah.
the venue is great, and it's in Michigan. Now you're from Canada, right?
Yes, I'm from London, Ontario.
Nice. All right. So it's from Ontario, you said.
Yes.
Okay. How long a drive is it for you to get to Michigan for that
Uh,
term?
for certain tournaments, it's like 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. But this certain tournament was like 2 hours, I believe.
Oh, that's not bad. That's
Yeah,
not
it's
bad.
not too bad.
Yeah. Hey, so when did you get started with karate and martial arts?
I started karate when I was 4.5 years old.
4.5. Nice. And you then how old were you when your first tournament ever?
Um, I was 5.5 around that age.
Hey,
My
do
first
you
tour-
remember it? Do you remember that tournament or not?
Yes, I do.
You
It was
do?
like, and I still go to it every year. It's the
Wow,
Ontario.
that's pretty cool that you have that memory like that. That's cool. I was thinking
Yep.
about that. I asked you that question because I don't. I've seen pictures of me competing when I'm like 5 years old. I don't remember it at all. Just pictures
Yeah.
of it. But that's pretty cool. Now, you're starting to compete also like on that national level as well too, right?
Yes.
Like, when did you realize that you're like, okay, I want to do this. I want to compete out there and be a champion and national champion.
So when I did my first tournament, me and my dad went on YouTube. We started searching up because at the time I did nunchucks as my first weapon.
Yeah.
We searched up people to look at so we can see how like national and like world champions compete. And I saw Danny Etkin doing his nunchucks and Matt Emig, and my dad and me were like, "Whoa, I should start competing more and getting out there, and maybe one day become like them." And then I started doing WKC, which is
Yeah.
like world, and
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been for 6 years now, I believe. And I didn't make it my first two times, but my third try I made it for only sparring, so it's pretty fun.
Hey, you do it all, right? You do forms, weapons, fighting.
Yes, sir.
How many times a week do you train?
So at the dojo, I don't train much because my dojo for tournaments is in Mississauga, so it's like
Yeah.
half away. But at
Okay.
home, I do have private lessons on Skype, FaceTime, and I also do have workouts that I have to train daily.
Man, that's great, man. You look like you got a lot of discipline. And that's great. You're like a great young man and you're a great
Thank
champion. Um, hey, so what other hobbies? Do you have any other hobbies?
Yes, I do play house league soccer at the moment. I also do gymnastics, and
Wow.
when school comes around, I do the sports teams like basketball, volleyball.
Man, that's great. That's pretty cool. It's like, and you know how to balance it all, right? That's karate, soccer, all those sports. That's pretty cool too that you trying out all these other things, right? That's great. That's
Yeah.
like your head is on right for real. Now how about growing up? Do you kind of have a career
Uh,
set
yeah,
already or not?
yeah. I like my goal right now is to own a dojo and like teach
Ah,
there, and also I'm working on stunt fighting, so I might want
wow.
to become an actor one day.
Man, that is great, bro. That's great to hear. It's great to hear. Now you're on Team Revolution,
Yeah.
Canal. Of course, you represent your team, your school team as well.
Yes.
But Canal. How did that happen with Canal? How long have you been on that team for?
I've been with Revolution since January of this year, so it's pretty
Uh,
new.
how's
But
the experience been so
yeah,
far?
The experience has been very fun. The team is like one big fun, sometimes competitive, and they're very encouraging together. And it's just like one big family to me.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like it's a cool to be on a team, right? Where you have people supporting you as well. Because sometimes your school, they can't come out there like your schoolmates. So it's pretty cool to have that support right there from a national team. And Cannell's a great guy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, so what's your next tournament that you're gonna do?
My next tournament is the Youth Classic, which
Uh-huh.
is in September.
That's Cannell's, right? Isn't that
Yes,
Cannell's?
Mr.
Yeah,
Lovelace. Yep.
that's awesome. And then what? How about the next national event that you're gonna do?
My next national event is in November. It's the WKC World Championships.
Okay, awesome. Hey, now you said you've done that, right? You've represented Team Canada, right?
Yes.
And then how'd you do when you went to the Worlds before?
So last year when I went to Worlds, I got 8 gold medals, a silver.
Wow, man, that's awesome, man. That's great. Well, you don't have to travel so far this year, right? For the
Yeah,
Worlds.
it's
In
right in
Niagara
Buffalo.
Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man. Hey, thanks for joining us, man. You're a great interview. You're a great kid. Congratulations again, Metro United Open,
Thank
and it was a great tournament. Have a great night. All right.
you too. Thank you for having
Take
me.
care. All right. Okay. So now we got one more guest. All right, and Peter, he's on Team Gypsy. He won the overall at the Ozark Mountain Nationals. And Team Gypsy had a great showing over there. It looks like they've been attending this event, yearly now. And Richard Osborne has a great tournament going on. So let's bring him on, Peter Chartouni. That's Italian, right? Let's see. Let's bring him on. Let's see if I'm saying it right.
Works.
Hey, what's going on, Peter?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for having me on. I know you had a lot of great fighters on here like Ross and Raymond, so I'm excited to be on the show.
Man, for real, like I'm so like that's one of the cool things about this show. Point fighter since I started it. Hey, mate, can you move your camera like a little bit? Like your head is a little cut off. I just want to make sure a little bit. Yeah, right there. Now you're good. Yeah. I want to make sure everybody sees you good. Yeah,
Cool.
man, exactly. Like now it's been like 6 years. And
Yeah.
I was actually thinking that I've interviewed like a few hundred people, great superstars here. And just like it's awesome. It's an awesome feeling to interview great stars that we have, and the people in the sport. Everybody is awesome, and I had you. It's your first time on the show. Congratulations on winning
Thank you.
Ozark. It looked like a great tournament.
Yeah, man, it was a great tournament. I had to take a little break from point fighting because I went to school to pursue my engineering degree.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was working and going to school, so I didn't really have time to train. But now that I got a job and I graduated, all that time I spent in school, I can, allocate back to training. So I'm coming off a two tournament win streak. Gil Urias had thrown the Gypsy Open.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I got to fight, a really good fighter who I've always admired, Willie Hicks, and I met Willie like 10 years ago, and I'd always look up to him, and I met him at Americake, and I was like, "What's up, dude? You're Willie." And he was like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And then, to compete against him 10 years later and come out on top, it's just a great win for me, and so, yeah, I think he was battling some injuries. Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 28 now. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old.
Years old. Hey, but that's pretty cool. You mentioned watching Ross, and like you look like you have some fighters that you look up to, and then that you fight.
Yeah.
Is there any other fighters too that you like that you kind of
Yeah.
fought or wish you fought? Is there any fighters that you wish you would have fought that are like retired, or you haven't gotten a chance? You didn't get a crack at?
I never fought Raymond, but I'm not too worried about that. I don't care to. But one time I met Alex Lane, and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" Same story. No, I've always looked up to you, and then I ended up beating him, which was pretty cool. And yeah, and then I went to the Ozark Nationals, and I got a pretty cool little story. So, like on Thursday, man, my dog, I've had him for 17 years, and it was very sad. I got a call from work, and they're like, "Hey, Pete, your dog, he's dying." So I had to go home, and we put him down, and it was very tough on me. And hours later, I had the flight, and I was still tore up, and then I fought in open weight, and I won my first fight. And the second fight, I lost in overtime to my teammate Leo, and then I was feeling pretty down because my dog had died and all that. And then afterwards, I seen that they had some trophies for overall, and there was like a panther, there was a moose, and there was a wolf, and it kind of looked like my dog. And I asked her, I was like, so
Wow.
yeah, I was like, how many of these trophies are y'all giving away? And she was like, just one or two, sweetie. And I was like, man, save me one because I'm winning that for my dog tomorrow. So she told me she would. So the next day comes, and the first fight, I pull it out. Second fight, I'm fighting better. And then come third fight, I fought the guy that I lost to. And I really wanted to win this trophy for my dog. And ended up beating him by a couple points. And then when she presented me the trophy, she gave me this. And if you can
Wow,
see,
man.
she engraved my dog's name and his birth date in there. So that was pretty cool, man. So it's
Wow,
something I won't forget.
man, what a story right there. And let me tell you, that's something that I actually have been thinking about. It's so crazy that you talked about this right now. Like, it's crazy how all the energy comes together into
Yeah,
this,
man.
right? Like, because I was talking about earlier this week in my head, I wanted to bring it up in a topic. You know how I have like topics
Yeah,
about
yeah.
mind, like about mind power and mind control, and like you're coming in there to do a job, and like, sometimes things aren't going to be perfect, and
Right.
things are going to happen, and then you're strong minded that you went in there, and instead of like backing out, your dog died, and
Yeah.
instead of that affecting you in a way where you're like feeling sorry for yourself and like backing out and it affected your fight, you actually dedicated it for
Right.
you
Yeah,
know
man.
like, and I've seen it happen where
Uh,
sometimes people are like, they have something going on in their relationship, or they lose a fight, let's say in open weight, they get spreaded, and then
yeah.
that right there, or they lose in team fighting, that ruins the rest of the tournament. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you have to be
Yeah.
strong minded, and still, you say you have a job to do, and you go
Right.
out and do it. So that's a great example of that right there.
Thanks, man.
That's like that was great. Congratulations, and
Thank you.
my condolences too to you know
Yeah, man.
how
Yeah,
long
yeah.
did you, what was his name?
His name was Roe, man, and we had him for 17 years, and he was such a good dog. He was a pit in the lab mix, and this trophy kind of looks like him. So,
Yeah,
I really,
isn't that crazy?
yeah,
Wow.
I just felt like it was meant to be. I felt like, God kind of wanted me to go to this tournament because I haven't fought in like 3 or 4 years, and then I won the Gypsy Open, and Gil was like, "Hey, Gil Urias, he's my coach," And my brother, he also was telling me he fights too. He just won this Chuck Norris Karate Championship in
Oh, he was
Vegas.
there. Yeah, your
Yeah,
brother was there.
yeah, he won
That's
the whole thing. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, man, I didn't know that. That's cool. Now, so let's go back to that. So your family's into the martial arts. Your brother. Who else? Is anybody else in the martial arts?
My little brother, he messes with it, but he usually just hits the weight. He's just all swole. He doesn't really fight.
When did you get started in it?
uh,
You and your brother started together?
yeah, yeah. We started a long time ago, and we're from Austin, and our area code was 512. So we had it put on our back, and we just go to kind of these local tournaments and start kicking butt. And everybody was like, "Hey, man, what does 512 mean?" And we're like, "No, it's our area code 512." And then me and Chance Turner, we had some really battles. Like one time, he broke his arm on my arm, throwing a ridge hand, and then one time I knocked him out. One time he spin kicked me, but we were always really cool. And so Gil liked that we always had a
Yeah,
good relationship, and then he put us on the team. So
man, that's great. So you're an engineer now. Are you done with that? Or
yeah, yeah, I got a job at an engineering firm right now, so I'm working and doing that. It's pretty cool. So
so
now
you're
that
active now? You're gonna stay active now in the sport?
yeah, I'm gonna stay active. I've been having a lot of fun, so I can't wait to start competing again. So I think we're gonna go to Dixieland Nationals, the next one. So that's my next target. I think it's at the end of this month.
Yeah, yeah, August 30th. Hey, and that's great, man. I'm pretty sure that the team is pumped up to have you, right? That's great because you
Yeah.
and Chad and Chance, that's a pretty good squad there. You guys got also, some other great competitors on the team, but that's a squad. That's a good squad right there.
Yeah, man. Yep, yep. We've been training together for about 10 years, and our juniors did really well. Alex Mencias, he
Yeah,
won it all.
yeah. Let us
Um,
know how you guys had how many at the Ozark Mountain Nationals.
It was me, Leo, Lito, Devin, and Thomas and Alex. So 6 of us, and we all won our divisions. And Devin Robinson, that's Chris Robinson's son. I know you know him. He
Yeah,
fights with
Robinson. He was there as well.
uh,
Awesome.
his little boy was.
His
Yeah,
little
and he
boy
won.
was.
Uh
Man,
huh.
Texas has a lot of talent, man.
Yeah, yeah, we do. I know. We love fighting, man. It's been so fun, and it's cool that we got a really cool squad.
Yeah, man, that's really awesome. Ozark Mountain Nationals. So it was your first time there, right?
It was my first time, man. It was an awesome tournament. Brandon and Richard, they ran it real smooth. Like it was at a convention center, so it was like it felt great.
Yeah.
They said it was going to start at 12. You know, it started at 12, and the hotel we stayed at, you could walk to it. So I definitely suggest going there. It was a cool tournament, man.
Yeah, Promac is good too. Like they have, the certified referees and all that, and like
Oh yeah, yeah.
the world tournaments that are also rated Promac Dixieland, Battle of Atlanta. So they got like a good family feel to it. I think, right? They have a
Oh
family
yeah,
feel, like customer service is great. Man,
so
that's
great.
awesome. So the next tournament you're gonna do is Dixie. You guys are doing Dixie.
Yeah, me, Chance, and Chad are gonna do it, and yeah, usually I train with Chad every Friday at New Era Martial Arts, and then martial athletes, and Chance's karate school is called New Era, so they got some really good karate schools. I can go and I can just one day I train with Chad, next with Chance, so
Gypsy's
yeah,
a great team, and the chemistry is great, and everybody on the team is cool. I always like hanging out
yeah,
with you guys and talking to you guys after
yeah,
tournament.
yeah. I
Hey,
remember
so go ahead.
I remember I met you a long time ago at the Gators, and I ended up we were talking, and the next day I made it to stage. I lost to Ross, but yeah, it's cool that I get to be on the show like 6, 7 years later.
Yeah, man, that's good too. You kind of were on pause, but now you're back. Now, what are some of your before we wrap it up? What are some of your goals that you have? Do you want to like really go hardcore now and like win some overalls and stuff?
Yeah, man, exactly. I want to win some overalls, and I want to win some team championships, and I just want to get my name back out there. And I feel like I got the experience now. I'm 28. I may not be like a firecracker as fast as I used to, but I'm definitely smarter, and I feel like I'm a little stronger and got the experience to go
Oh,
out there and compete.
yeah, man, you could be in your prime. You're still young.
Yeah, dude,
Awesome.
exactly. 28, I feel like it's a good age to be competing. So I'm really stoked to go back out there and start
Your
competing.
mindset is pretty good. You got your career going on. You're in a good place, and so now it's
Yeah,
time
bro.
to go and do it. Right, do
Uh,
it big. Awesome,
the,
man. Hey, thanks for joining us on the show. I'll be
yeah,
seeing you soon, maybe at Dixieland, and
yeah, man.
I'm excited about Gypsy too. Now they got you on there for the
Yeah, man. I'm so stoked to get back in there.
super
Okay.
awesome.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah, hey, thanks to everybody for tuning in. Make sure you guys give us a like, a share, follow the page. 100,000 followers right now. So thanks to everybody out there. I hope everybody has a great night, a great weekend. All right, power, baby. Woo, yes, sir.